The year is 2025. You are browsing the OSU ranked maps section, and all you can find is aim swap and aim swap and aim swap. So you take it on Twitter and ask yourself, or ask people, hey, can we rank something more interesting? And then lo and behold, you find groups of people arguing with each other about the same thing for the past like 10 years about mass manufacturing maps versus making maps that feel that hits you on the soul, basically song representation versus ranking something just for the sake of ranking. So I'm going to teach you the basics of mapping. Let's go. To start off, this is called the timing section. This is where you time the map and basically get the BPM and whatever, get you started. You're going to listen to music and basically listen for the strong beat that repeats like constantly throughout the entire map. This could be a drum sound or any strong sound that is consistent. You're going to tap to that on time, and that's how you're going to find the BPM for that song, like this. It's not gonna be like perfect, but if you keep tapping, it's gonna get down to decimal place, and usually you can just round it off. For this song, I already know that the BPM is 140. Now offset, you want the red line to start on basically the first sound you hear of the song. Since we already have the BPM, but this is a very useful feature called a playback rate, which allows you to, play the song at however speed you like, 25% to 100%, deviates by 25% each time, and you can use that to basically get the offset to land on the actual sound. And then you're just gonna want to press F6 and kind of bring that back to the first white tick you see. On the timeline, there are ticks, and each white tick is basically a whole beat, right? This is a half beat, and this is the quarter beat. And there are 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 quarter beats in one whole beat. That is your bar. This is a 1-1 note, whereas this is a 1-2, 1/2, and this is a quarter. There are 3 objects that are used in a OSU map: the circle, the slider, and the spinner, which is basically irrelevant most of the time. What is going on? There are a lot of theories that come to mapping, right? Whether you should pattern things a certain way or song represent a certain way. Nope, no need for that. Just map however the song makes you feel, as long as you enjoy it. Right, you see, right here, I hear a strong beat, and I hear a really strong sound. And to emphasize this sound right here, that sounds like slamming something on the table, I'm going to, oh wait, I should be doing display capture. I'm going to make this slider really fast in order to emphasize this sound. Basically, you get the point, right? You can use slider velocity to emphasize a sound. You can also use certain objects to emphasize the sound. It boils down to whatever the fuck you want to do. There's also visual and contrast. You see this? This is basically a pattern. When objects are aligned a certain way that follows a certain concept, you call that a pattern. Like really messy. Like this is a pattern, right? It's very symmetrical. It's very organized. It also plays into this concept called visuals. You're right. In visuals, it basically has anything to do with aesthetics. You see how the distance from this circular object to the slider is basically the same spacing from here to here, right? This is visual spacing. A lot of people really pissed off about this, but as long as you do it well enough, it really doesn't fucking matter. It's all about the map coherency, right? How the map looks shouldn't be your first priority starting out as a mapper. You want the map to be playable and comprehensive to someone who's going to play your map, and well, you're gonna have to play your map too in order to test it. And yeah, that's about it. We have visuals. Oh yes, object correlation. How do objects correlate? You wanna do like a pattern, like something like this. Right? It looks like shit, but like, eh. Right? This is a pattern, and these objects correlate in the way that this is a singular line, a singular straight slider. Therefore, they have some kind of coherency that it makes you feel like, oh, they belong together. Now, if I were suddenly to do this, like add a red tick here and make it curved like this, suddenly it feels kind of off because this is a single straight slider, but like this one has a curve, a red tick in it. Therefore, it makes it a sharp corner. Oh yes, holding down Control and clicking on the slider body will add a tick, which allows you to add angles and curve. Clicking twice makes it red, which is sharp, yada yada. But that is basically what object correlation is. Do these group of objects actually make sense when you're grouping them together? Like some shit like this. Some shit like this, right? They don't exactly share the same shape, but these group objects kind of fit, which is, I basically did something called blanketing. You see, when there's a curve slider like this, you see how it fits together like a Lego puzzle, right? If it fits together, then it's probably okay. Like, it probably belongs together. Like, this is like these objects correlate to each other. Even though this one has a red anchor, it has enough curves so that I'm compensating with these warm and comfy blankets that makes you fall asleep as you make a map. Because mapping is like basically listening to the same sound bit over and over and over. There are shortcuts that you need to be wary about that would make your life a lot easier. Control G, flip the slide ahead. When you highlighting a group of objects, you are flipping their order. Very useful. Control H, flip horizontally. Like that. Control J, flip vertically. Upside down, blah blah blah. And here we have Control angle bracket, which turns an object 90 degrees. Very useful when you're trying to turn like stuff. You know how stream mappers make really like easy and clean streams? Yeah, they just do this. They just make a curved slider, Control F, and it brings up a menu. You can either choose by distance snap, which is basically like controls how many objects there are, or you can do it by object count, yada yada. And basically you take this group of object. Wait, no. 7 would be better. So by 7, take this group of object, copy this, move it over here. Say Control Shift R to rotate. Let's say by 60 or some shit. That was 60. And if you want, yeah, let's do another 60. Basically 120. Let's move this because I'm out of space. You're gonna stack this over, remove the 7, bring it over. Damn, now you have a perfectly. You just made a stream that just made a sharp turn on a strong beat without messing up the constant distance snap. Great, awesome. What else? Oh yes, the most important thing to know about mapping is copy paste. Control A to select all. Control C to copy and paste and paste and paste and paste. Mappers do this a lot because mapping sucks and no one wants to do it. If you're looking for more useful, helpful advice, mapping tips, for only $20 an hour, I will teach you how to become the best mapper to have ever mapped. Thank you for watching.